No, we only got all we got left is Simon Says.
All right, that's easy.
It's flashing blue.
Flashing blue. We have 0 strikes, right?
Yeah, no strikes.
All right, press red.
Red was wrong.
What?
Now we have one.
Strike.
Now we have one strike, and it's still flashing blue.
Press green.
Oh no, that was wrong. Now.
What
no.
the fuck? Oh. Does the serial number contain a vowel?
Oh my god, Nathan, you fucked me. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Okay,
what color is it flashing?
It's still blue.
All right.
And the timer is going fast.
All right, press green. Press green.
Oh god! Oh god! No! No! In today's humble opinion, we're losing the trust we once had for our friends in Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is a cooperative multiplayer bomb defusal simulation experience. I mean alarm clock turner offer simulation, because if there's one thing we've learned in life, it's that suitcase-shaped objects with electronics strapped all over them are not bombs, and you're an asshole if you think it even remotely resembles one. They should name this Keep Talking and Nobody Wakes Up for 7 a.m. classes. Either that or make it look more like the bomb on the logo. It'd be a lot less dangerous that way too, just a little snip and the day is saved. Speaking of ways this game is misleading, my lovely assistant and I spent a lot of time talking and exploding anyway.
Cut the last wire. Wait. Cut the second wire.
I think the developer and the publisher Steel Crate Games should playtest their game a little bit better before they go making such sweeping statements in their title. In all seriousness, Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is a hilariously asymmetrical multiplayer experience centered around the concept of disarming a bomb. One player gets to look at the bomb while everyone else involved pores over the 23-page manual, which is not only available in PDF or website form, but also completely free. Everyone must work together with efficient communication in order to disarm each of the components on the bomb in a timely manner, lest the diffuser find themselves in a similar state to that which their mind was at the end of James Cameron's Avatar. Blown all over the goddamn place. As fun to play as it is, they've really managed to capture the urgency that comes with defusing a bomb. I guess that's not too terribly difficult a task to accomplish. Fucking hand a thing to a guy and say this is a bomb, and I'm sure they'll at least get a little bit antsy when the time on the clock strapped to it ticks down to 0. Especially if the music is getting all intense like. I think what it has more to do with is how they pressure you for time. They give you anywhere between 3 to 11 modules to solve within 3 to 11 minutes, and that creates the foundation for pressure. Then they introduce environmental distractions like flashing red lights, power outages, and an alarm clock blaring that makes it difficult to communicate with your partners, all the while that clock is ticking down audibly. On top of that, they'll toss needy modules in the fold every now and then that need to be interacted with regularly, or else the bomb will explode. One of the most stressful aspects of the game is the need to rely on your teammates in order to defuse each bomb. You're completely at their mercy and have no way yourself to help them sort out what it is that comes next. You provide the information, they contextualize it, and spit it back out. If they're stuck, there's nothing you can do but patiently wait. Which is an interesting dynamic because the more alarmed you become, the more stress you put on them as the bomb expert, which makes them in turn make more mistakes and the game thus harder. Something that I found particularly amusing was how quickly we began to implement time management strategies. We would create our own lingo to describe the abstract elements in the aeroglyphs or make vocal shorthand to cut out unnecessary fluff. The next wire is blue and connects to the C node. Alright, you need to cut that one, will be shortened simply to blue C cut. But the amazing part was that it happens subconsciously. Another amusing aspect was that every time a bomb was successfully defused, especially when the time was wearing thin, I was always filled with the overwhelming sense of celebration and satisfaction. The game does a fantastic job of building tension and then releasing it in a simple yet effective way. Nothing quite like getting to live another day to make you want to go out and hug your fellow man. Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is typically on the Steam store for the price of $14.99, and I have to say that price tag of $15 feels just about right for the amount of fun that you can get out of it, whether you're playing it once or you manage to get a great experience out of it regularly. If you're lucky, you might even be able to pinch it while it's on sale for as low as $7.49, which I would suggest if you're planning on playing it for one specific event only, like a party or get-together. Gameplay for Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes earns a perfect score of 10 for its ingenious blend of split-perspective puzzles where each player is managing half of the information at any given time, emphasizing teamwork in a way that is unique and virtually unheard of otherwise. Its usage of elements within the game creates an atmosphere that is tense yet enjoyable and leads to many moments of pure joy and laughter. The controls are surprisingly simple to manage even when moving among different objects. The puzzles are all cleverly integrated and many of them make use of language to complicate ongoing conversation, like the who's on first puzzles that use words like nothing, blank, and what with a question mark. Common cues when exchanging ideas, you know? Value has to take a hit simply for the fact that it is an exclusively multiplayer game, and at the end of the day that means that there are going to be people who buy the bundle that are simply out one game. That's not to say that it's a bad game or that it isn't a good inclusion, just that it's completely worthless to people who don't have the people or occasion to play it with. It also somewhat appeals to those with virtual reality headsets, but it's also just as playable without, so we won't dock off any points for that. There's also a bit of an issue where online players don't get to switch the roles up unless more than one person owns a copy, which can lead to burnout pretty quickly. Still, that leaves Value sitting at about a 6 out of 10. With a composite score of 8 out of 10, Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes settles in at a B+. It's an extraordinary idea wrapped up in a polished wrapper. The people that have the means to play it will undoubtedly have a good time, but those that don't will wonder why it was a good idea to blindly purchase in a bundle.